So this video is a tiny ITX build guide, I guess. So let's have a look at what kind of intro they wrote for me. Let's see, we got a short joke, penis joke, heater joke, another penis joke, another short joke. You know what? Forget their crappy intro. This is an ultra tiny, small form factor, high performance gaming machine, and we built it. And if you build it, they will come. And that's why you're here, to watch us build it. Wait, if you build it, they will come implies that you have to come after we build it. I guess we've built it already. So first things first, let's take a look at just how small the case we're using is. It's a Silverstone SG13, which is one of the smallest cases available on the market today that still supports high-end hardware. I mean, sure. There are other options like the Raven RV01 or the Cooler Master Elite 110, but both of those are absolute behemoths, coming in at 14 and 15 liters respectively. That is their internal volume. Don't fill them with water. The SG13 occupies a mere 11.5 liters of space. So for such a small case, we went with the obvious choices for hardware. For the graphics card, we went with a Gigabyte R9 Nano. Just like the case, this tiny little video card offers just as much performance as the other video cards, by the way, in spite of its short stature at just 15 centimeters tall or long, I guess, if you depending on which angle you hold it at when you measure it. Other components include a Gigabyte Z170X gaming G1 ITX motherboard, an Intel Core i7-6700K Skylake processor, 16 gigs of Corsair DDR4 Vengeance memory. I don't know who Corsair is always trying to get back at, you know, and dominate. They're like real aggressive. I mean, I guess if your company logo is like a pirate ship, it shouldn't be that surprising. But I mean, really, who are pirates getting vengeance on? Like, they're sort of the bad guy in the first place. We should be getting vengeance on the... Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. There's a Samsung 840 Pro SSD in here and a Silverstone 600 watt, 80 plus gold small form factor SFX power supply. This case does support a full-size ATX power supply, so you may be asking yourself why we went with a small form factor power supply, and the answer is, come on, just look at it. It's almost half the size of a regular power supply. It even comes with a set of cables that are much shorter than normal, making cable management a bit less of a nightmare in a case like this. The 24-pin in particular is less than 7 inches long, which doesn't make it inadequate. It also gives room for the CPU cooler to breathe. Again, this case supports a liquid CPU cooler like a Corsair H60, but we went old school with this Xigmatech Janus. It's a low-profile cooler with 6 heat pipes, 2 slim fans, and a height of only 60 millimeters. Well, given the case gives you 61 millimeters of CPU cooler clearance, this was quite a tight fit, but luckily for us, the power supply is extra short, so there's plenty of unobstructed airflow for the fan to do. Cold air gets drawn in through the front and the side panels, forced onto the CPU and video card area, then sort of expelled through any of the remaining vents via positive air pressure. It's not pretty, but it definitely works. Silverstone makes sure to include plenty of air vents, but surprisingly, there is no stock fan in the front, so it's pretty clear that they intend for people to use the one that comes with their all-in-one CPU cooler. So we just stuck our favorite high static pressure fan in to help things out. As a result, temperatures are pretty darn good. The CPU and video card both sit at just 4 degrees above ambient at idle, while under load the CPU hits 79 degrees with the Nano pegged at the 76-degree thermal limits. Both temperatures are, yeah, they're on the higher side, but they're still operating at 100% speed with no thermal throttling. It does mean there's less potential for boosting, so don't expect to set records with overclocking a rig like this, but you're getting what you paid for, which is the advertised speed, and that, I guess, leads us into our conclusion. No matter how fast these ITX systems get and how efficiently we can cram hardware in there, they're still going to be limited by the laws of physics. So as long as you set your expectations accordingly and treat these as portable gaming and workstation computers that aren't going to perform quite as well as their larger counterparts, then you're going to be very, very happy. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this build. And if you want to go small form factor for your next build, give up those PCI Express slots in favor of size and weight. You know, people are like, yeah, can you even lift your PC tower? And I'll be like, yeah, because it's really light, not because my arms are strong. And I forget where I was going with this. If you want more videos, just click over here. Or check out our Twitters over there, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this from NCIX.